Lu Karen ran to Zhang Yi and looked at Zhang Yi expectantly. She also hopes to do more for Zhang Yi. Zhang Yi opened the different space, reached out and slowly took out a black bullet from it and handed it to Lu Karen. With your ability now, can you replicate the origin bullet? The origin bullet is a product of the Jiangnan Regional Headquarters. Even in the Jiangnan Regional Headquarters, it is a controlled-level ammunition, and only special soldiers such as members of the investigation team are qualified to use it. Its production process is extremely complicated, and the materials are very rare. Ordinary arsenals cannot produce it. It is said that this was specially built by the special department of the Jiangnan region to deal with mutants, and the quantity is limited. When dealing with Yuan Kongye, Zhang Yi got Bian Junwu's pistol. Although he returned the gun later, he secretly hid an origin bullet. Because this bullet has the effect of restraining superpowers, even Yuan Kongye, who is as strong as Ypsilon, her telekinetic shield will be pierced by the origin bullet. Zhang Yi has long been eyeing this special ammunition. It's a pity that Bailey Changqing and others would not be kind enough to share some with Zhang Yi. At this time, Lu Karen awakened her superpowers. With her mechanical technology and the ability to control the divine machine, Zhang Yi wanted her to, let's see if we can replicate the origin bullet. If we succeed, the combat effectiveness of their entire team will be improved by several levels. Even people without superpowers can threaten superhumans with origin bullets. Not to mention that Zhang Yi is a top sniper, and this thing will benefit him the most. Lu Karen reached out to take the origin bullet. The moment her fingers touched it, her brain quickly analyzed its material ratio. After a moment, she frowned slightly and said to Zhang Yi, "This bullet is very special. 12 kinds of rare metals are used in it. The cost of a bullet alone is probably not less than 100,000 yuan. Rare metals, that's no wonder," Zhang Yi said. "How about it, can you replicate it?" Lu Karen's mouth curled up slightly. That was a proud smile. "In the past, it was impossible to do it with our production environment, but now, absolutely no problem. It's just that the materials are more difficult. After all, rare metals are not easy to find. I'm afraid I have to go to several major laboratories in Tianhai City or university research centers to find them." Zhang Yi smiled happily. "As long as it can be made, it's fine. Materials are not a problem at all. Give me a list of what materials are needed, and I will ask Xing Tian and Xiao Honglian to find them for me." Rare metals have many uses, and they would not suspect that Zhang Yi wanted to use them to make the origin bomb. Then again, even if they knew, what would happen? Even the Jiangnan region could not be so overbearing as to not allow others to produce the origin bomb themselves, right? At least the current Jiangnan region does not have this level of control. "Okay, I'll send it to you right away." Tianhai City used to have a prosperous economy, and there were many scientific laboratories and top universities. Therefore, collecting enough rare metals is not a problem. Zhang Yi looked at everyone and thought, while we are still in a state of rest, we must quickly upgrade our equipment. The next time danger comes, the chances of them being safe will be much higher. As soon as Zhang Yi spoke, several forces in Tianhai City rushed to collect materials for him. Within a few days, the entire Tianhai City was plundered, and they sent a large amount of rare materials to Zhang Yi. Zhang Yi praised their contributions, and then sent the materials to Lu Karen's studio, asking her to start replicating the origin bullet. The task of replicating the origin bullet was also very challenging for Lu Karen. After all, there was no advanced industrial assembly line in the shelter. It was entirely dependent on Lu Karen's divine machine control ability to carry out the operation. Zhang Yi was not in a hurry and let Lu Karen take his time. Soon after, Lu Karen's origin bullet was replicated. With the divine machine, it is very easy for her to replicate a weapon as long as she has the original as a sample and enough materials. She gave Zhang Yi a box with rows of silver bullets densely packed inside. "Well, what is this?" Zhang Yi saw the silver bullets and couldn't help but be surprised. "I remember the origin bullet should be black," Lu Karen said proudly. "I improved it based on the origin bullet. I added rhodium to it to increase the rigidity of the bullet, and it contains heavy metal toxins. Once the enemy is shot, his injury will be aggravated by the heavy metal infection." Zhang Yi heard this and stopped his hand in mid-air when he wanted to take the bullet. Poisoned, right? You really have my style, Lu Karen said quickly. I know, big brother, you must like this. After all, your usual style is more... Lu Karen stopped abruptly and swallowed back the words unscrupulous or shameless. Zhang Yi had a few black lines on his forehead. I'll take it as a compliment, but if it's poisonous, how can I use it? Lu Karen said, the poison is inside. Only after it leaves the gun, after the gunpowder burns and encounters blood, the toxin will be activated. If it is not activated, it will have no effect on the body. I'll name it the Holy Silver Bullet. In this way, it can also be distinguished from the Origin Bullet. Heh, so that people won't find out that you copied the ammunition from the Jiangnan district. Zhang Yi couldn't help but praise Lu Karen's wit. He reached out and picked up a Holy Silver Bullet. The moment he touched it, he could feel a slight discomfort. This thing did have an effect on his superpowers. Fortunately, Zhang Yi's superpower was space. Therefore, special bullets or ordinary bullets made no difference to him. When Zhang Yi was studying the bullet, Lu Karen brought over another huge metal box. The box was nearly 2 meters long and looked very heavy. Even Lu Karen, who did manual work all day, had a hard time carrying it. Brother, there is another good thing I made especially for you. Take a look and see if you like it. Zhang Yi's eyes lit up immediately when he saw the length of the box. Could it be a new gun made for me? Lu Karen's divine machine control can polish the machinery to the most refined level, which means that she can greatly improve the performance of the weapon. Lu Karen smiled and nodded. Brother, you are still smart. You know what it is at a glance. Zhang Yi was overjoyed. He reached out to take the weapon box, then put it on the table and reached out to open the buckle. What caught his eyes was a complete set of dark silver weapons, a pair of silver pistols with mysterious violet patterns on them. A heavy sniper rifle with the bracket and the wall separated was Zhang Yi's favorite anti-material sniper rifle. Zhang Yi is very fond of weapons now. When he saw them, he immediately picked them up and played with them. An expert knows whether they are good or not as soon as he makes a move. When the weapons are in his hands, the perfect weight and perfect feel make Zhang Yi so excited that he wants to hug Lu Karen and kiss her. Great! These weapons are really great! Zhang Yi said happily. Lu Karen said, the weapons and the Holy Silver Bullets are used together. In other words, even if the weapons or bullets are picked up by someone alone, they cannot be used normally. This is a private customization for you, big brother! Lu Karen's little face flushed. Zhang Yi's love for weapons greatly satisfied her vanity. As a top mechanical craftsman, seeing her work appreciated by others is her proudest thing. Then she told Zhang Yi the name of her set of weapons. The 2 dark silver pistols were named White Owl, and the anti-material sniper rifle was named Thunder. Zhang Yi took the guns and quickly figured out how to use them skillfully. In his excitement, he did not forget to reward Lu Karen. So Zhang Yi walked over with a smile, stretched out his hand, and gently patted Lu Karen's fair face. Karen, you are really a unique genius. You have made great contributions this time. Tell me, what reward do you want? Lu Karen blushed even more after being praised by Zhang Yi, but she still said excitedly, Brother, I want to build a mecha. Is it okay? Zhang Yi's eyes were slightly startled. Mecha. In Zhang Yi's impression, that kind of thing has always existed in science fiction movies. Of course, today, in 2051, humans have indeed developed the prototypes of various mechas. But they are too expensive, and their performance does not meet the requirements of mass production. So far, no country has heard of a large number of mecha troops. Some scientific studios have made some exoskeleton-like things because of their hobbies. Lu Karen seemed to see Zhang Yi's doubts, and she said embarrassedly, Actually, I work in mechanical engineering because I like robots. Being able to build a mecha is my biggest dream. I didn't dare to think about it before. After all, the structure of the mecha is too complicated, and the required components are as many as tens of thousands. But now I have the ability of God machine control. Lu Karen looked at her hands. She couldn't help but hold it tightly, her eyes full of confidence. After replicating the Origin built, I think my ability may turn the mecha into a reality. What ordinary humans can't do, mutants may be able to do. Zhang Yi smiled. If you want to do it, just do it. I support you. Suddenly, his phone rang. Zhang Yi took out his mobile phone and saw the email signed by Office of the Commander-in-Chief of Jiangnan Region, and he immediately became alert in his heart. Could it be that Bailey Chang King did not keep his promise and leaked my information? Lu Karen asked worriedly. What's wrong, brother?